I think, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think as a prelude for what's going on today, the first thing I'm going to do is launch a lunar probe. Something that orbits the moon. Doesn't land, doesn't touch down, it just orbits it.
That's a good idea.
Because at least then I can gather the invaluable fucking science of the goddamn moon. Now this, I built this prototype, but did I build it with action groups built in? I did. Okay. I figured out action groups, and someday I'll teach them to you, but they're kind of overcomplicated right now, and I don't want to complicate rocket building for you.
I'm still trying to figure out how this show works.
I was gonna say, you're still having issues with basic fucking aerodynamics.
I don't know if you'd call it so much as an issue as much as an unwillingness to...
An unwillingness to care, because it's not even an unwillingness to try. It's not like you're not... Or an unwillingness to know. It's not like you didn't learn it. You just don't care. You're just like, fuck it, let's put 20 engines on it at weird angles and see what happens. Which is the best way to fly, as you no doubt know.
It's half the fun.
Why is this manned? We revert flight to building assembly. This vehicle is not supposed to be manned. I'm not launching Bob and Jebediah. This should be an unmanned vessel. The nose cone is...
Don't intend
Oh, it's
to
Bill.
kill Jebby yet.
Jebediah is going on an orbital station above Kerbin if I get one in the air, as well as a lot of other Kerbals. I may have to recruit some more Kerbals, actually. Because we don't have that many. I thought I recruited a whole bunch, but I guess not. Maybe that was in the single player. But this is an unmanned launch. I'm not going to send people to orbit the moon. That's silly.
I get that.
Well, it's my first launch. This fucking probe might die. It might not even make it to the moon. It might hit the moon. It might end up orbiting the sun, which is kind of the opposite of what I wanted. Alright, we are now an unmanned rocket. Here we go. We have a very basic liftoff. We're a bit floppy, though. I attribute that to we're probably too tall and not, like, reinforced enough.
Probably.
But I have a better system for rockets now from experimenting in the single player. So, hopefully, this works out. I look forward to seeing what you built again. That was really fucking funny last time.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
I wish we could see each other launch in real time. I think there's probably a time, like a subspace setting I could change, where we can just always see each other. But I don't know that for certain. Just getting a standard orbit over Kerbin first. Can I have my maneuver, please? That'll do. I have 2 minutes to make this turn, and then I get a burn for like 47 seconds. Either side of the thingamabobber. My highly technical terms, I know. Okay, thank God that is actually unmanned this time. I might need to change my light settings because they freak out now. I changed them like to a higher setting and now they strobe sometimes. The shadows freak out. Where even is... Oh, there's the moon right there. Well, shit. There's no way I'm hitting that on this pass, then. Might hit it on the second pass, though, when it comes back around. Alright. I'm like a third of the way through my first burn. Oh, I just need to know when your first launch technically leaves the launch pad, just so I know how to sync this video, as always.
Oh, yeah.
But before you launch, let me know and I'll show you something cool in the vehicle assembly building that I discovered. This thing looks like a fucking ICBM. I'm not gonna lie, I've designed a kind of shitty looking probe. Or probe carrying rocket, I should say.
It's too bad there isn't a way to just keep something permanently selected so you don't have to click it all the time.
How do you mean?
Like when you're placing lots of something.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, that would be nice,
Like
wouldn't it?
fuel tanks.
Yeah, can I have 60 of these, please?
Instead of
Alright.
clicking into the
That maneuver is ready to go.
every time.
We now have a decently stable orbit around Kerbin. And I'm now reaching out towards the moon. I'll actually bring that back. Okay, not that far. Okay, not that far. Let's go slowly, please. Like that. Alright.
I am going to start my first test launch.
Okay. Top right corner where the launch button is. It's green. Hold your mouse over the little gray thing that pops out underneath it. There's 2 other launch pads you can select.
Oh, cool.
So if you want to launch from somewhere other than the Space Center, you can.
That's cool.
It's up to you if you actually want to.
How this works now.
What's that?
I think that's right. We're gonna try it.
I'm scared. You're just like, I think that's right. We're gonna try it. That scares me more than anything else in this world.
That wasn't right.
What did you do? What are you trying to do?
That wasn't right. Okay. Yep. That's a big explosion.
Okay,
Let's
never
go
mind.
back to
You know what?
the
Never mind. I don't want to know what you were trying to do. What you're trying to do scares me.
One word. What do you think that word is?
Boom.
Close.
I don't know. Struts?
Carter. Staging.
Staging. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Something obviously went wrong with staging.
I'll tell you what went wrong with staging. I fucked it up.
I'm just waiting until 16 seconds to do my maneuver burn here. I'm actually going to time warp a little bit. Because I'm fucking impatient. Because I try to do 50% of my burn on either side of 0.
Let's try the desert launch site.
Go for it.
So I don't understand. I was sure my staging was right.
Remember, it fires from the bottom up, not the top down, even though top down would make more
Yeah.
sense.
That's why I was so sure that it was right.
Did you press space too many times, maybe?
Only
Just
pressed space
fired...
once.
I don't know then. Specifically, what failed?
The rocket did not. Okay.
Alright, 1,000 times speed.
This is not working.
10,000 times speed, sorry.
So I'm going to do the only thing that I can think of that will help.
Alright, is this the pass where we actually hit the moon? Maybe? Warp already in progress. Yeah, this is the one where we encounter the moon. Okay. It took 5 days of orbiting for this probe, because I had to warp. But it's going to encounter the moon. Its batteries are fucking dead. You're fucking shitting me. There's no way to ignite these engines. Motherfucker. This thing doesn't have panels that I can just deploy. Why is that door open? Oh, that's good for it.
I don't see how this could possibly go
Alright,
wrong.
revert to assembly. This rocket needs modification. Because it's a long-haul rocket, it has to have the ability to deploy fucking solar panels or something. So what's an inexpensive panel I can use? And also, why is this door open by default? Close.
Well, okay.
Got it?
Not quite how the way I wanted, but...
But kind of.
Oh, that's not good. Why is this one engine's not going? That's not good.
That looks like
Well,
shit.
Cool. This is why I don't try to make real rockets.
No?
Because I try to make a real rocket and it's not working.
Fair enough. I can't fault you for
Don't
that.
understand. So I'm taking the whole thing and kiboshing it.
That's fair. You did try. Like, I don't think that'll survive. And it looks like fucking dog shit. That might work. It doesn't look too awful. Alright, round 2. We had to make 2 modifications to the probe. I have to launch it again, because it ran out of power. Not for its lack of having battery, it just didn't have a way to charge them, and it had to stay in the air for too long before it could deploy panels. So it has built-in panels on the rocket housing this time. That's only unfortunate because we actually had an intercept trajectory for the moon, but I fucked it.
I hit the Windows key.
Oops. It happens. I've done it lots of times. I have a follow-up question for my earlier question. When you talk about landing on something like the moon, do you mean like smashing into it, or like the thing that lands on it is largely intact?
A stable landing.
Okay, so not a crash landing.
Like,
Not
not like Obi-Wan Kenobi, another happy landing. Like,
not we hit the moon, just we're on the moon.
yeah.
Fair enough. That's kind of what I figured you meant, but I
Why
wanted to
are these
confirm.
not touching?
What do you mean, why are they not touching?
These things won't connect.
Um,
It's like they're in different parts of the area. Yeah, they are. How does that happen?
I'm not sure I understand fully what you mean.
Just connect. Like, fuck. This is why I build masses of things.
You're welcome to do that.
Yeah, but I wanted to make a real competent rocket.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And I'm trying, and it's not.
And it
building.
won't help. It won't agree with you, not the other way around for once.
Yeah.
I can live with that maneuver. It's not as perfect as the first time, but whatever. Fuck it. The amount of fucks given I have is too low anymore.
I feel like these two things should fit together. I don't understand.
These two things. Oh shit.
I don't understand what is so hard about this.
I wish I could see what you were trying to do.
I'm trying to put a fuel tank on the fucking head of my ship, and it has worked every other time.
Is it the same fuel tank?
Any fuel tank.
Is it a new ship design?
Yeah.
Hit new. In the top right corner, there's a button that's new.
Open. New.
It's possible it's just... It thinks it's not the original, It thinks it's not the original command module or something stupid. Also, did you place a command module first?
Yeah, the circle.
Okay. Weird. I may have to come and take a look. Or actually, can you send me a picture of the fuel tank and the capsule?
No, I am literally trying every fuel tank right now.
Really?
It's like the thingies aren't lining up.
Stupid question. Have you tried aiming at it from the side?
Yeah. I'm not trying from the top.
That is weird.
Going completely out and come back in.
Okay, and if you still can't get it, I'll get a stable orbit here and I'll come and look. I'm happy to cut stuff out of this episode like I did the last one, if I have to.
There we go.
Got it?
I don't understand what the fuck was happening.
It was probably just bugging out for some reason. Alright, again, I am happy with that maneuver. It did the job, I guess. Add a new maneuver. Ooh. I mean, that is a moon intercept. Where would I hit it? I would encounter it there. I don't know how happy I am about that, though. We're going to try this. Warp to the next maneuver. Yeah, I have no idea what your problem would have been. It seems really weird that you didn't have the ability to attach a fuel tank to a fucking command module. That's bizarre. Alright, that's what we want. Let's try it. There's the moon. We appear to have missed it. I'm not confident that we fully actually did, though. No, we didn't. Oh, this is a fucking useless vector, though. I don't know if I can make this work. Out of maneuver. Well, it's worth a fucking shot, I guess. What the hell? Would I even have enough fuel? That's, I guess, the real question. Can it even fucking be done? Holy shit, it might actually be possible. Oh shit. Hey.
Let's try this launch. What could possibly go wrong?
Is this still an attempt at a competent rocket?
This is my last attempt at a competent rocket.
That's fair.
Oh wait, I need to put some batteries on it.
That is probably wise.
Yet.
Alright, supposedly this is a whole 17-second burn to put myself in a largely polar orbit over the moon. And then I'll adjust it once I'm closer.
Try that.
I await news, hopefully good news.
Alright. Turn on SAS.
It just occurred to me that that wasn't a very long warp because I was only like 4 minutes from my fucking target.
Oh, that's not good. Now that's not good.
Close enough.
That's literally the opposite of how a rocket's supposed to work.
What happened?
it to launch. Try this again. Yeah, I don't understand.
That's fair.
No, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning on a Friday night is a bad time.
Isn't ideal timing to try to figure out how to build a rocket.
I'm gonna try one more thing, and then I quit.
And then you're just gonna build monstrosities instead.
Legitimate rockets, because the monstrosities are having a higher success rate.
They are actually flying far more consistently. You're not wrong. Considering just about everything you built last time flew at some point.
Nope.
No luck.
I don't understand.
Whoa, too far.
Does it say yes? There's no need for space tape. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. I feel like I'm doing everything right with the knowledge that I have.
You probably
Let's try
are.
half throttle.
That's a fair idea. I don't know if it'll help, but it's certainly a fair idea. This fucking one probe is taking me half the goddamn night.
Nope. Full throttle.
Do you know what the problem is specifically? Are you like exploding or are you just not going?
It's turning upside down.
Oh. It's unstable.
And then going towards the ground.
Have you tried putting wings on it?
It originally had wings, actually, so I thought maybe it's the wings. Maybe I'll take the wings off. But it was not the wings. So I'm actually not... Oh, I ran out of gas.
Are you going up at least or down?
No, I'm going down.
Oh, shit.
I think I'm going to land in the water. No, I'm going to land in on this launch pad.
Ah, so you went pretty much straight up. The silliness of my current maneuver is that it's a 4-second fucking burn. Like the engines are gonna run at full power for 4 seconds.
Revert to vehicle assembly.
Here's an idea. Build a halfway.
Last time I built
Build a halfway.
ship.
Build a halfway between a real rocket and a monstrosity. Try to find the middle ground. Between it functions, but it's horrifying and it flies. Or just build a monstrosity.
It doesn't seem to be functioning very well is my worry.
That's fair. You do make a good point. I'm never going to be able to do that. My current maneuver is a 0.1 second burn. I'm fairly certain that's fucking impossible. I'm going to try a slow burn and see if I can do it with a slower throttle. Gonna have to do. God damn it.
Alright, let's take this for a test launch.
Why do I have fear in my mind?
It's not as bad as previous monstrosities.
Why am I not anymore enthused by that knowledge?
It exploded.
It's not as bad as previous monstrosities. Explodes immediately.
On the launch pad. Oopsie doopsie.
Oopsie doopsie.
I'm not sure what went wrong.
No? Hopefully
Well,
my
I know
probe
the drill.
deployed. I'm just gonna try
Scrap it and
to...
try again.
You're not gonna try to fix it?
No.
Alright. Is it maneuver mode? Yeah. We're not doing bad. So this isn't really a prototype anymore. This is real shit. I believe I have... There it is. No, not that. Wish I could fucking see. There it is. Rename vessel. Vessel is technically a relay, I guess. But it's not a prototype, it works. I guess I'll run all the tests that this thing is capable of running. Can't run this, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Should have put a light inside the damn thing. Can't do a seismic analysis. Oh, I hear cats having a problem.
So that's a cat fighting. Don't they just sound loving to each other? It's Simon.
Of course it is.
Why is it now I'm in space?
You're in space? Something
I
tells
feel
me...
something not even legitimate with no science units on it or anything.
It was never designed to succeed, so it did.
And it's in space. I'm gonna practice.
Perform
the
orbital
vector.
survey.
I hate having to find my satellite.
Holy shit, I've never done this before. I have performed a proper surface scan of the moon. You should have access to this data from the tracking center if you're ever going to mine on the moon. That's insane. I've never done that before. The probe was designed to do it, but I never tested it for that specifically. Let's use this high gain, this thing, to transmit all the data we have.
I don't understand this little system.
Are you working on a maneuver?
Oh, I think I made one.
Oh shit.
Now what do I do?
Now you should have a target you can lock with SAS. It's right next to the... You see the green thing that's lit that says stability assist? Immediately to its right there should say target or maneuver.
Oh yeah.
That's what you want to set SAS to target. And then just burn for however long it says the burn time is once you're at the maneuver.
How do I know when I'm there? Is that the blue one?
Bottom right corner of the nav ball. There should be a thing that says time to next node. That's your maneuver.
Why is it not? Why is my engine power not going up?
Are you out of fuel?
No.
Are you out of battery?
Ah.
That one seems to be a killer for both of us. I'm really good at that one, apparently. The are you out of battery? Alright, this works. I'm okay with this. I'm happy with this. I just need to clear that other debris. Because it's technically not a ship. It thinks it's a ship because it is a capsule. But it's just a piece of shit that's orbiting the moon. Yeah, it's literally just a command pod with a nose cone. It doesn't even have anything to do with anything. There's nobody on board. It's just hanging out. Back to the tracking center. Let's go delete it. Terminate. Boom. Alright. We have one probe.
Where'd you
Orbiting
go?
the moon. It orbits the moon. It can provide surface data. Do you want surface... Here's a dumb question for you. The Kerbal.
Yes.
Do you want the tracking center to show the surface data for Kerbal?
Sure.
So like the subsurface minerals and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to either toggle to a satellite or launch one and do a surface scan. But my satellites are capable of it. I just don't leave it toggled on. I'm not going to do it for the moon because you're not exactly there yet. And you're more likely to mine than I am. How come when I click on Kerbal, my probe at the... Oh, it doesn't. I'm just stupid.
Doing another test flight.
I might... Yeah, that's a good orbit, actually, all things considered. I technically should launch another probe, though. Maybe I will. Maybe we will launch a second lunar probe. Let's go. Let's do that. Why the fuck not? Open. This the right one? This looks like the right one. Confirm that there's no crew on board, because there is, again. Get out, you little shits. To the launch pad. In the air again?
I am.
You have batteries this time?
I do. And actual equipment.
You've learned from your mistakes.
I don't think that. That's fine. Nothing like the good old deuce in the water song.
What happened?
Dad is apologizing because he dropped a big deuce and it smells like a sock giant.
Ah. We'll just cut that out.
A classic.
I'm also doing another launch, but it's an identical probe to the first one. I'm just going to try to set it up in another different polar orbit. I'm going to try to set it at the 90-degree axis of the moon. To the first orbit. No promises.
Well, that's not good. That's really not good.
Trouble?
I'm not sure what happened.
You want to walk me through the current problem?
I let gas was off a little bit, so I put a little bit more on. There was a boom sound, and now we're going straight down.
Oh.
My engine's not doing anything, despite the fact that I have more than half my fuel.
You have electrical charge as well?
Yeah.
Weird. I wonder what would have exploded.
Well, back to start.
You could just launch again. That's up to you.
Yeah. So weird.
It's happened again?
Yeah.
Is there a stage that decouples or no? It's just engine power.
No. I was gonna say, it's like when the engines go down like too much or need to go back up.
Is it possible
They
the
go
engines are overheating and
entirely.
exploding?
I think that's exactly probably what's happening.
Are you experiencing burn-up? Like, are you getting the red fiery effect on your ship?
It's a white fiery effect, but yeah.
That should just be air drag, though. That shouldn't cause an explosion. Only the flaming burn-up, like the entry and exit burn-up, should cause that.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm not really certain either. Could just be burn-up. Like, you could just literally be going so fast that you're burning up in the atmosphere. This is a potentially stupid question, but what engine are you using?
My ship? Oh god.
Hate that sound.
Why are you two here?
What do you mean, why are you two here?
Jebediah and Bill Kerman.
Oh, if you revert to assembly, I can explain how to get rid of them.
We're in a rover.
You're in a rover?
Yeah.
You built a car?
Found a car.
Ah. Okay. Slightly different than building one, I guess, but...
It's pre-built. We're gonna do donuts.
Okay. Alright, we kill our CS power now, and we start time warping. Because now it's just a matter of getting close. I'm certain we miss it on this pass. Because it's already past me. Yeah, it's past. Luckily with the engine dead, we don't burn any power because of the solar cells I added. But it could take me a lot of passes to fucking hit this thing. Okay, we might catch it on this next pass. Yeah, we're going to. Took me a lot of passes, but we have made contact with the moon again. The orbit is fucking stupid, though, and it's going to be almost impossible to work with. Oh, wait, it's not as bad as I thought. The game lied to me about the predicted orbit. Why am I not fucking surprised? Still a little high. Okay, that's a bit too low, though. Good enough for me. Let's see if we can make that happen. If this works, I might try to launch a space station, fully crewed. Alright, let's warp to the next maneuver. This is a fucking 11-second burn, really? I thought that would use way more fuel than that. I have about a half a tank, a little under. 40% of a tank.
Well, this is either about to go really well or really badly.
Is it a maneuver or a launch?
A launch.
I couldn't be happier with that maneuver.
Launch.
It may end the launch?
A manned launch.
Oh god. Why are you doing a manned launch? Did you want to do an unmanned launch and just didn't succeed?
Oh, that's a problem.
Uh-oh.
Nothing blew up.
Oh god, what did I set? What the fuck did I do? No. You. What is this? Oh god, I set a target, I think. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to start a maneuver.
Oh no.
What have you done? What happened?
Oh, I'm gonna revert that
What happened?
back to vehicle assembly, and I'm maybe gonna take the men out.
Top left corner, there's a blue button that has a Kerbal on it. That's the crew button.
Top left corner. Like where the parts are?
At the top of that bar. Might be right next to it. Along the top, there's like big blue square buttons. One of them has a picture of a Kerbal. It's the crew tab.
It just says parent.
Don't know that that's it. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe that's not where it is. Hold on.
Build actions. Oh, there it is. Crew.
Okay,
No.
yeah. Just uncheck the two guys. As long as you have another way to control the ship, because if you don't, then you're not going to get very far. Was it an intended manned launch or an unintended one?
Unintended.
Yeah, I figured. How do I unset a fucking target? You. Unset target.
Fuck?
There we
You
go.
know what? I'm going with this.
Something magical happened? Oh, wait. I can't have that maneuver be there, though. It has to be... like here. For this to work properly. I don't want to delete the maneuver. I want to edit it. Did something work out just now that hadn't in the past?
Not even remotely.
Okay. I will just leave you to it then.
But I'm not dead.
But I'm not dead. That's a good start.
I think this will also greatly amuse you somehow.
I hope so. I always look forward to seeing the shit you come up with. Mostly because it scares the wits out of me. And also because half the time it scares the wits out of me and then flies. Which might be even scarier.
This wasn't supposed to fly.
No?
It did, though.
Is it a rover and it was never intended to leave the ground?
I think the original intent was that it wasn't supposed to leave the ground.
But now it's a plane.
Well, I had this great idea to put boosters
On the...
on the rover, but then somewhere in vehicle assembly it got turned on its end like a rocket.
Oh my god.
And I didn't know how to fix that for launch, so I just went with it.
Yeah.
It was fine. I think you'll find it really entertaining.
I look forward to seeing it. Does it fly halfway decently or not really?
It came back down.
Oh.
But it's still operational.
Oh, really? You can still drive it?
I'm just driving it right now.
That's fun.
Just driving around the desert. Vert flight. There's got to be a way to do this.
Oh, it's definitely possible. I don't know how else you would get, like, a rover to the moon.
Ooh, that's not good. I need that on there.
Something went wrong, obviously.
Let's try that at launch.
Alright, first things first, let's rename this vessel, because it's wrong, to junk, in all caps, so that I know that I need to delete it. And let's go to the tracking station. We will delete junk and deploy the new probe. Butterfly rover, what are you doing? What have you created?
Who?
In the tracking station, I just see three butterfly rovers landed at Kerbal.
You don't see anything.
Okay, I don't see anything. You've got me there.
Well, that was silly.
What happened?
The engine's like blowing itself out.
That's bad.
I know what needs to be done.
Oh no. Are you currently operating one of those butterfly rovers?
No.
Do you care if I recover them if they're still appearing in the tracking center? So they're not just littering
Not
up the
at
fucking
all.
server? Since I suspect you're about to launch another one.
Shortly here.
Hey, we recovered Bill and Jebediah. Apparently they lived through your fucking nightmare.
Through the ordeal I just put them through.
You're not flying one right now? Like you're not operating one?
No.
Okay, I've cleaned them all up. I'm changing this thing back to a probe, because although it's technically a relay, it was not designed as a relay, it was designed as a probe. Open doors. Rename vessel. Switch it to a probe. Hit accept. Close the fucking doors.
There's no way this is gonna work.
Back to the tracking station. So there's now 2 lunar probes. They're going to be the only ones for a while because I don't really have any more moon missions planned until I figure out how to get a unmanned rover built and launch it. So if you find a solution to that, let me know. But there are 2 relays that are feeding fucking data constantly. They've created a data stream between Kerbin and the moon. You may have to turn off the ComNet network and tracking station now because it's a fucking mess.
Don't know why it's failing all of a sudden.
I think I'm going to try, God willing, to put a station in orbit over Kerbin. With people in it. I designed a prototype.
Do it!
What could go wrong? It's never been launched. I'm going to launch it for the first time with people on board. It holds 18 fucking people. It's going to be a nightmare to goddamn load. Oh yeah, I forgot it launches as a giant fucking crucifix of destiny. If this thing actually succeeds, it will be the most impressive station I've ever launched, though. It literally has every piece of science hardware you can put on the damn thing. Alright, Jebediah, I would love to put you in there, but I don't really want you as the pilot. But you know what? Oh, you're not a scientist, though. Bob's a scientist.
This is allowed?
Let's put all the scientists we
Okay.
have in the mobile processing thingies. All the good scientists we have. And we've got a hitchhiker module that holds 4. It can have some engineers. Bill Kerman. This guy, her.
There's no way that this is about to be allowed.
This mobile processing lab can have this scientist and that scientist, and then engineer. Ah, shit, I need one more engineer and I don't have one. Fuck it, he can be the extra scientist. He can be this guy, and then Jebediah as the secondary emergency pilot. Because that's less likely to blow up if it catches fire, and I don't want to kill Jebediah. I don't really want to kill any of these Kerbals. You may have to recruit some more Kerbals. There's only 2 left.
That's okay.
If you decide to send a manned mission. I'm launching the other 18 on a station that's never been launched before.
That's fun.
This might be a fucking death trap. Just, if you hear panicking and horrifying shit, it's because I killed all the Kerbals we had. I've never launched a satellite like this, and I've certainly never launched it with this configuration.
Ever living Jesus fuck am I witnessing?
Probably nothing good.
He is standing on the baby gate.
All of our most important Kerbals are going to live in space on what amounts to the ISS.
Okay.
To that end, any Kerbal you kill after this, I don't care. Oh, I can scroll through all the seats and see all the Kerbals. That's fucking cool. Alright, well, what could go wrong? Oh, by the way, I found a more powerful solid fuel rocket, but it's fucking huge. So if you need more power, I will show you it sometime. I picked it out because I was worried my payload was too heavy, but it does not appear to be too heavy because we're going pretty fucking fast. We're at 1,000 meters and we're going a fucking 130 meters a second already.
Nice.
This is gonna be so fucking dangerous, though. If something goes wrong, this fucking station is just gonna explode because it's carrying fuel. I gave it a thruster to adjust its position if it started to have an orbit decay. Which is a fucking...
Oh, yes.
That means that the fucking station is basically a bomb, and I have it on the end of the rocket like a fucking crucifix. So it's got 2 arms that stick way out. Like, it might burn up. That's the risk that I just realized. This may not survive exiting the atmosphere. It might get way too hot, way too fast. And there's really nothing I can do till the solid fuel burns off, because I can't stop the solid fuel. I don't know if you knew that, but once you ignite solid fuel, there's no way to unignite it until it's empty.
Ah, I'm learning this right now.
Ah, okay. You can't throttle up or down solid fuel. It just burns until it's done, and then it's gone.
I've accomplished
Oh,
what I wanted to
that
today.
is a lot of fire. Oh god. There might be some dead Kerbals here in a second. The whole station is orange.
Right now.
The engines are they're about to overheat and explode, but they're almost out of fuel, so if they run out first, I'll just jettison them. Then if they explode, I don't care.
I've accomplished exactly what I wanted to. Just now. I did it.
What'd you do?
I made it go.
You made the rover go to space?
Not quite.
Close?
Close. I'm gonna bring you back to launch. That was so fun. I'm doing it again.
That was so fun. I'm doing it more. Okay. That's our first target. We are currently in the atmosphere. Or out of the atmosphere, sorry. We've jettisoned the solid fuel tanks. They're fucking red hot, but they're not near us, so if they blow up, I don't care. And the station does not appear to have blown apart. Although the solar panels might be irreparably damaged, because they did get pretty fucking hot. But I have engineers. I could technically try to EVA and fix them. Oh, I didn't do this launch very smart, though, because I didn't change the loadouts of anybody who was on any of the modules. But I guess they've all got jetpacks, though. Most of the other equipment they would need is on board. I preloaded all the equipment for manned missions, because I knew this was a death trap.
Well, that's good.
And I'm trying not to burn monopropellant, but we do have 820 on board, and most of it's in the lower tanks. Can I tell...
Nice.
Is there any way to tell these to stockpile? Not really. Wait, did these not drain? Where did it burn monopropellant from? These? Oh, okay, it's smart. It's burning monopropellant from a place I don't care about. I basically need to burn for 1 minute and 14 seconds in a second here on both sides, so 2 minutes and 28 total. This could be fucking disastrous. But we're gonna go for it. You know what? Actually, I'm not gonna...
I apologize.
That's okay. I'm doing this differently. It's too risky to not. I have to do this another way. I'm asking for trouble if I don't. There's just no guarantee that I have enough fuel to do this any other way. I'd love to be right around 145. Which is easier said than done. Do you think Dumbass would ever join our shitty little server?
Which one?
The one that never does anything on Steam anymore because he's a spaz.
Maybe.
I think he might. I don't know. He's not a huge Kerbal fan as far as I know, but he also didn't, he has it. Like, he's owned it longer than I have. I mean, that's not true. I've had it a little longer than he has technically, but...
Well, then we need to make him. Okay.
Why can't I gun the engines? What's going on? Oh, because they're not ignited.
I was gonna say, are you out of battery?
No, I just didn't ignite the fucking new engine. I jettisoned the solid fuel and never lit the fucking liquid fuel engine. So I was sitting there trying to throttle up an engine that just wasn't fucking lit. It was just hanging out.
That will happen sometimes.
It's gonna be one hell of a fucking burn. If it works, however, we will have a space station. What's that? Desert airfield. Butterfly rover. Landed. Why is there another butterfly rover in the desert? What are you doing?
I'm trying to find your thingy.
My thingy.
Thingy you're flying.
It's currently flying.
Yeah, but I don't know what it's called.
It is called the Gentech Orbital Research Station. It's pretty much directly above the Kerbal Space Center.
Science, science, science.
Might not have appeared yet.
Science, science.
The server's kind of stupid that way. If you go to the tracking center, it should be the newest entry.
Orbital telescope.
The telescope's fun too, but...
Science. Science, science, science.
It might not be showing up yet because it's technically not in a stable orbit. It's in a crashing orbit. Right now, if I cut the engines, we would smash into the fucking terrain pretty hard.
Lovely.
Ooh, we're gonna cut this one fucking close. I have another 60 seconds of burn time to get this fucking maneuver done. Otherwise known as Death Trap.
You can do it.
I'm about to burn my first fuel stage off. I only have one more primary one after this. And that engine's dead. Get rid of it. Here we go. This is the last fuel stage. The only one after this is the actual station fuel, which I don't want to burn. That's adjustment fuel that I need to save. But we are currently still on a suicide orbit. Okay, we now have a maybe live orbit. As in, we would maybe live. Know what I mean?
I got us some new Kermans.
Oh, really? You went and recruited a bunch?
Yeah. I want all the ones with, like, no courage and absolute stupidity.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, that maneuver sort of failed, so this has just got a lot harder. I have to run 2 more maneuvers, and it's going to be fucking impossible. Okay, this needs to be a fucking retrograde burn to pull that the fuck down. A long goddamn way. Okay, not that far. 145,000 is the target height. 148's a little too high.
Are you close?
I'm getting there. It just auto-saved. I might be showing up now.
I need to take a look.
Alright, there's the first maneuver. It's a 16-second goddamn burn. It's okay. Normally I would, like, be panicked, because it's like, oh my god, I'm using so much goddamn power. This fucking thing has 16,000 electric charge. Like, I was not fucking around when I built this.
Science. Loss of asteroids.
It has a really cockamamie orbit. You'll see it. It, like, sticks way the fuck out.
The orbital telescope?
Nope. It should be called the Orbital Research Station. Oh, the Orbital Research Station prototype. In brackets. It's never been launched before. This is probably a horrible idea.
It doesn't look like it's here.
That's fucking weird. I'm gonna see if there's a better time setting where we're always synchronized so we can see what's going on with each other.
Yeah.
This fucking...
I'm gonna run and grab a drink.
This orbit is fucking awful. I need to fix this if I have enough fuel left over at the end. Anyway, my node's in 27 seconds, so I have to fucking burn my engine here.
I hath returned.
Awesome. Okay, our target altitude is getting closer. No, not set target. Add maneuver. Okay, our current periapsis is too low. We need to bring it up to 44,000. 44,000. 46,000. I can live with 46,000 if I have to. Don't want to, but I can. And can I fucking straighten this out any? Because this is a really fucking awful trajectory. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Was I drunk? That's worse.
I don't know if we share Kerbins or not. Do we?
No? Jebediah should be on a mission. Do you have Jebediah as an option?
I have no idea.
I have no fucking clue then. Maybe we don't. If we don't, then I really don't care what Kerbals you sentence to death. And considering how many Kerbals I killed in my original playing of this game...
Jebediah is missing.
He's missing?
Yes.
So maybe he doesn't exist. Because he's on a mission. Because he's on the satellite.
It's only Bill and Jeb, which were in my rover.
Oh, well, I recovered that rover, though. They shouldn't still be missing. Maybe they're missing because I recovered it rather than you recovering it, though. My apologies. Jeb does reappear in the tracking, or in the whatever center after a while, though. I think Bill does, too.
I need to dismiss him, though, then.
Oh, yeah, do it. Then he should reappear. Because I don't think you can dismiss him while he's on my fucking station. That seems kind of bizarre.
Dismissed.
He's been dismissed?
Yes.
He's still on my station. I can see him flapping his hands in one of the seats. Okay, this is the last burn, I think. It's a 7-second burn. It should correct the orbit to a true polar orbit and close the gap up a little. Because the gap was kind of bad. If this doesn't allow you to see the damn station, nothing will. I just have to get to my maneuver, which is 30 seconds away. And my game just fucking froze. Oh, there we go. It caught up. Eventually. Our current orbit is beautiful, but the ejecting the station might fuck this up. But I'm going to do it anyway. Station is now clear of all boosters. Once it has drifted a little, in fact, I'll just time warp to get it away from me a little more. Time to deploy the station. We've done our orbital scans. Awesome. There's now a manned station orbiting Kerbin.
Excellent.
I'm going to return to the tracking center, and then that'll hopefully allow it to appear. And you'll be able to see it.
When you're done, go to the the astronaut complex, and tell me how many Kerbins you have.
Okay. Oh, I have to fly this thing for a second.
That will tell me if we are linked or not.
Okay. Do you have like 500 fucking Kerbals?
Not quite.
444?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Should say at the very top. I think.
My game's frozen.
Fair enough.
Oh no, it's just loading.
Rename vessel.
We are officially at 302.
That's a lot of Kerbals.
I'm literally just taking everyone who applies.
Fair enough.
Especially the ones with high stupidity.
I'm actually going to be smart about this. This is not what I wanted. Permissions. Here we go. Set to private. I'm setting this craft to private just because if Brighton took control of this, it has enough fuel that it could actually perform some pretty dangerous maneuvers and kill itself. It still has an entire... hold on. Let me just look.
325 Kermans.
This thing has an entire, like, 3,500 fuel left, so I don't want Brighton to kill it.
Possibly our disposal.
How many Kerbins?
325.
Okay, I'm going to the station right now. You're welcome to check the tracking station to see if the orbital satellite or the orbital station is there. Also, can you see the relay lines between the moon and Kerbin? For the network?
There's so many lines. I don't even know what they all do, man.
They're network communication lines. It's the satellites communicating with the probes that are orbiting the moon. If you don't see those lines, then that explains why you can't see the orbital research station.
I don't know which ones those would be.
They're 100 miles long. They go from Kerbin to the moon. You can't miss them. So where am I going? The astronaut complex?
Yeah.
I have 2 Kerbins available. The other 18 are assigned.
Okay, our Kerbins are not tied then.
Okay.
That means I have 325 people to kill.
I'm gonna hire a shitload more of them.
So if you just hire them, go out and go back in, there's like a bunch more.
They just reappear. Oh god. All right,
That's
well,
what I've been doing.
I'm gonna do this a couple of times because that'll give me some people for missions.
And there does not appear to be a cap.
Well, I'm happy with like 50-some Kerbins for now. 55, perfect. Good, nice round number. Okay, so this is maybe a stupid question, but if you go to the tracking
for this station.
Go to the tracking station.
Yes, I am in the tracking station.
Does the scroll bar actually scroll?
Yes.
How far down does it go? Just one craft?
Oh, there's your lunar probe.
Yeah, there should be 2 lunar probes and an orbital research station at the bottom. And I'm going to recover this butterfly rover.
I just have 2 lunar probes at the bottom.
Okay, so you're technically back in time from me, I bet. Top left corner, it says year 1, day 45, 2 hours, 7 minutes. Yours does not say that.
Year 1, day 28, 1 hour, 41 minutes.
Because I had to time warp for the lunar probes in the station, I'm technically in the future. The orbital station will appear if you start time warping with less than greater than keys. It will appear when you get to day 1, year 1, day 45. Try not to overshoot it if possible.
Oh.
You don't want to end up 1,000 years in the future. Year 6, all the fucking orbits have decayed and the satellites are all dead.
I'm on day 46.
Same difference. Is it there now?
Lunar probe, lunar probe.
You may have to leave the tracking station and then come
there
back.
it is!
Yeah.
There it is.
I need to see if there's a better system for that. I don't know if you can, but if you click fly, are you actually able to view what it's doing? If you select the... No, the orbital research station.
No, I can't click fly. It was grayed out.
Oh, really?
Oh, now I can. Let's see what it does. I won't touch anything.
Just don't fire any engines, because technically it has fuel. But you should be able to scroll through all the Kerbals at the bottom and see all the shit they're doing as they sit in their seats with their mouths open, flapping their hands.
They're excited about space.
Yeah. Hell, if you press C, you can view the cockpit view from the station, which the moon is currently visible in. Although, you're a day ahead of me, so that may not be the case for you.
This vessel is protected.
Yeah,
I cannot see any of their faces.
Oh, can you actually see what it's doing, though? Like, can you see the station itself?
Yes.
That's the station.
Still.
I mean, it's moving. It's going 2,100 meters per second. It's moving pretty fast, actually.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
What are you counting?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
What are you counting?
And 40.
What the fuck are you counting? It's worrying me.
50. And 60. Oh, can we get 69? 7, 8, 69. Okay. I'm gonna leave now.
What were you doing?
Your station. Your meters.
What meters?
Your meters thingy at the top.
Oh, altitude.
I don't know.
That's the altitude. That's how high we are. 145,000, which was the target.
Actually, 143.
It varies. It orbits from... What's the actual true orbit on this thing? It gets as low as 143,175, and it gets as high as 145,652. So it fluctuates by 2 kilometers. But that's a pretty goddamn stable orbit for me. I'm not good at getting perfect orbits. It's as close as I'm ever going to get for a station this big. Considering the way I launched it was fucking redneck at best.
So yeah. Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
I'm leaving now, though.
So I have a question before you leave. I'm not going to ask you to launch anything or anything. I'm just going to ask you a question. Your goal is still to, I don't know, put something in orbit above Kerbin, I guess, for now. Other than...
Fuck, I'd like to be able to...
You have a station.
Build something that can fucking fly. Consistently, though.
Yeah.